Hello everybody, it's Kid here, and today we're going to be playing some Kerbal Space Program. We're starting up a brand new career mode, and I'm expecting to have lots of fun. And we're going to start my countdown clock right about now. Wife got me this cool little hourglass so I could time my streams by 1 hour, so we're going to give it a go. I'm timing it against my stopwatch to see if it counts down exactly 1 hour, and you can see the little, I don't know if you can see that or not, little things going down. Anyway. Just a cool little thing for me to play with. So here we are, KiddCo. We started our own brand new space program, obviously the KiddCo space program, and we're starting from the very beginning. So the first thing we should probably do is go into the science center here and see if we can afford to get any new, and we don't have any science points, so we're not going to be able to get any new research going, which is fine. So let's jump into our vehicle assembly building, which is right here, and we'll see about starting to build a brand new, our very own rockets here. Got it? Thank you very much. Alright, so we got the crappy version, I suppose, you could say. It's not upgraded, but that's fine. We're gonna have to build our own thing. We got a whole bunch of mods that we're playing with, so that'll be fun too. Alright, so this is the MRS guided nose cone. So we gotta build our own rocket here, so let's see. So this is an automated rocket first, I guess. Unmanned. Should probably be a good idea to send an unmanned one at first. Oh, Luna, what are you doing here? Hold on a second. Jesus. Sorry, the dog's learning how to climb up the steps on her own, so she's been a pain in the butt. Close the door. I don't want her in here. Anyways, we'll start with this unmanned nose cone. We never played with it before, so we got, I guess we've all got a whole bunch of mods, so no fuel tanks. I guess we're gonna have to go with the solid fuel booster. No command and control, structural. We got the girder segment. We have basic fins though, which is actually pretty cool. And a parachute, so that'll help. Which apparently we can't put on there. Mystery goo, not gonna be very helpful. Alright, so maybe we can't use this because we do not have parachutes that we're gonna be able to put on, so we're gonna have to do it with the command pod. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to land with parachutes. If we can't land with parachutes, we can't recover data and get science, so I guess we're going to have to start with a very, very basic design, just like this. We can put fins on it, just for a little bit of control. We probably don't need them, but it doesn't hurt to have them, I suppose. So there. That is our very basic beginner module. We're going to call this Rocket 1, I guess. It's not very creative, but there you go. Rocket 1. And of course, we're going to have Mr. Jebediah Kerman be the pilot. So that'll be fine. So we'll head out. We'll get as much science as we can. We'll come back and maybe we'll get some research available that we can use. So we'll save this and we'll launch. You may be hearing some noises. That is the Chatterer mod. We're playing a whole bunch of mods. I put as many mods as I could without having the game crash, because you can only have so much memory usage with the game. Oh, look at this. This could have been a disaster if we didn't get our stages correct. So I believe the bottom stage goes first. So Jeb, do you want to do maybe where is it? A crew report? Can you do one? There we go, crew report. So we're gonna do one right here. We don't have any kind of antenna on this yet, because we just don't have them. So we're gonna have to keep the data from there. And why don't you do an EVA while you're right here, Jeb, Jeb, and we'll do another EVA report, and we'll keep that, and we'll get back inside. Just F, I believe, or B. Alright, so we have that from the launch pad. We'll get some more as we go along. We'll enable our RCS, SAS. We'll, I don't think the solid rocket boosters are affected by throttle, but here we go. 3, 2, 1, launch! Oh shit. Apparently we have just enabled our parachute, so I guess... No, why didn't that? I thought it goes from the bottom stage to the top stage. Am I wrong about that? There we are. Now we got it right. So hopefully we can redeploy that. I think we can. So here we are, Jeb. We're heading up into the atmosphere. I don't think we have any goals. What is this? World first milestone. Oh, look, we're getting research points for these milestones. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that was a thing. That's good. That helps a little bit. We don't have any contracts, which I was pretty dumb I didn't check to see if we had any. Anyway, we used all of our solid rocket boosters. We're still heading up. We still have some velocity here. I don't know how far up we're going to get, but I guess we'll find out. We might break 10,000. I don't know if that's going to be a milestone or not. Let's see. Record of 25 meters per second. Perfect. Launch our first vessel. Speed of 80. Altitude of 500. Altitude of 7,000. I guess there's no altitude of 10,000, which is fine. Alright, so we reset our world milestones. We'll have to play with that again some other time. Anyway, we're coming back down. On our way back to the surface, we could probably speed things up. Yes, we know all about this. I reinstalled the game, so we might get some of these tooltips and stuff show up. It's fine. Looks like we're going to be going face down here. When we deploy our chute, we'll get rolled back over, which will be fine. And we could probably actually control the craft with our wings. You can see we're kind of like maneuvering around a bit. We better slow down a bit. So, this may be an issue deploying our parachute at this speed, but I guess we'll find out. Oh shit. Hopefully that helps. Oh god, is it because we were time warping? Oh, we really need to slow down a lot. Alright, I think we're okay actually. 6 meters per second, we should be able to take a hit at that speed. Nice, we did it. It was a little close, but we're good. We'll recover our vessel. So we should have some research points just from getting the crew reports, and I think the milestones gave us some as well, so we should start being able to get some research done, which is great. There we go, we got 38 science. We got 10 from recovering the vessel, we got 11.2 from Navy report, and a crew report for 3 science. Nice! And we got some money back from all that stuff, great. And Jeb got experience, and then his reputation went up. Good to hear. Let's go into the Science Center and see about upgrading some things. So we can get basic rocketry, which gives us fuel tanks, mystery goo containment, which I guess is an inline one, which must be from some kind of mod. New engines, boosters, tanks, universal storage, quad core for sure. That's great. Engineering, we really need to get the radial parachutes. That's kind of going to be an issue, as well as the decoupler. The decoupler would also be very good, so we're definitely going to have to go for that. Let's go for this. And let's also go for basic rocketry. And probably survivability would be good for the radial mount parachutes, and then we can start going for other random stuff. So let's do that. And then maybe, do we have any science left? We have 13 science. I don't think we can afford anything. So that's where it's going to have to leave off. Alright, fine. Let's head back into the VAB and think about building our second type of vessel here, which we'll try and get as high as we can. I don't know if we're going to be able to get in orbit or not. We could definitely try. So here we are. We got Rocket 1, which was a good success. It got us pretty far up. Let's get rid of this solid rocket booster. What's this? The fuel tank can get any more adorable. This little tank provides exactly half the capacity of the FLT-100. Really. Let's use this one instead. So we'll get this as kind of like a little booster for ourselves. We'll get a nice little, probably not that. I guess we don't have any smaller engines. We could just get 2 of these. Let's get us... If we had the smaller engine, that'd be better, but we don't. We do have the Reliant fuel engine, which we'd use like that. We could add another fuel tank. We just stack these things. It doesn't really matter. Maybe we'll do this, and then maybe we'll put a decoupler. What's the difference between this? Crossfield toggles and editor. Rapid scheduled assembly of launch vehicles. I don't know if there's a difference between this one and this one. This one weighs more. I think it actually has crossfeed as well. Oh no, it's got RCS built into it, I think. Interesting. Alright, we'll just use a normal stack decoupler, which will be fine. We'll just recover this little pod. We'll get as high as we can. So put those on. I don't think we have radial decouplers, which kind of puts a little hamper in our plan, but that's okay. We'll put our antenna on the back here in case we do want to actually broadcast something. Submersible oceanography and bathymetry. Use a submersible science package to explore the uncharted depths of the oceans. Really? Didn't even know anything about that. What's this thing? This is attached to the sides or going? Must be like something. I don't know what that does. Science Junior, which would be good. Magnometer, boom. Use that too. Magnometer instruments are used to determine the magnitude and direction of planetary magnetic fields. The long boom separates these instruments from any interference caused by magnetic elements in the probe. Oh, I see. Used in low to high orbit or on the surface, not for during atmospheric flight. Can also interface with ScanSat equipment to function as an ore scanner. Nice. That's pretty cool. Let's get 2 goo canisters on here. We'll do one on the surface, and we'll do one at the height of our ascent. We don't have any robotic parts. EVA tools we're not going to worry about. Freight, we don't have any of that either. Universal storage quad core. Not sure what that's all about. There's going to be a lot of things that I just haven't seen before, so we'll have to get used to that. Don't need any of this service bay. I think you can put stuff inside that, right? Yeah, you can probably put stuff inside the service bay. So maybe we can put a service bay on here too. We'll open it up, and I think we can start sticking stuff in there. I think maybe that's what this stuff is for. Like that, maybe? Universal storage quad core. Central core that allows the attachments of 4 universal storage segments. Okay. So maybe like this stuff? Or no, maybe not. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Science? No. Maybe this? Oh, there we go. Alright, so that's one. Mystery goo containment. Alright, nice. So I guess we could put these inside. So we can get 4 universal. We can get some 4 of these goo things on there if we want to, which actually might be a good idea. Let's get 4 of our goo container things in there. We can do. It can be more aerodynamic, I suppose you could say. We'll get rid of the ones on the outside. Just need to get this. There we go. Facing in there like that. Perfect. All right, cool. So we'll get rid of these, and they'll be a little more aerodynamic, like I said. And magnometer boom. Can we get rid of one of these actually and put this boom on there? That might be a better idea that we can do in space, maybe. Can we just attach this on there? I'm trying to. There we are. I don't know if I close this now. Is it going to be in the way? No, it's alright. Just sticks out a little bit. That's not bad. Alright, fine. So we have our magnometer thing. We got some goo containers inside, which would be good. What else? Probably don't want anything else too much. Weight's kind of an issue, isn't it? So, yeah, weight's an issue. So that's good for now. Well, it should get us pretty high. Heat shields, I'm not too worried about. Probably should be, though, shouldn't I? Let's put a heat shield on the bottom. I don't know if we're going to be able to orient ourselves like that, but we could try. Basic fins for re-entry. I mean, I don't know. Let's not worry about that for re-entry. Decouplers we're fine on. And let's see. What else? Get these attached to the bottom. And then maybe can we get another decoupler? Decoupler on the bottom there. And then maybe we can put a solid rocket booster there with 4 on the side or something. Is that going to be okay, you think? I think maybe it will. And we'll have those all go off at the same time. Maybe 3 would be better. I don't want to give too much acceleration to poor old Jeb. It may be not a good thing for him. Who knows? I don't think we have anything for aerodynamics. So I guess that's going to be the best we could do. We put some basic fins on here to help with maneuverability, I suppose. I don't know if we're going to have issues with that, but it wouldn't hurt to have a little bit of control if we can. These things are simple bolt-on aluminum fin. It may not be for cutting-edge aerospace engineering, but it's dirt cheap and will make your rocket slightly less unstable. So that's good. Probably good to have. And we can put some on here as well, I guess. Just for a little more control. I guess that's okay. So this will be Suborbiter 1, I think. Suborbiter 1. Perfect! Alright, so let's set up our staging. So these are going to go off first. All 4 of them. Which hopefully will be okay. And then we'll decouple. Then we have this engine, and this will decouple. And we have our re-entry, which hopefully that parachute's going to be enough to hold all that weight. I am a little concerned. But I think we'll be okay. Unless, perhaps, no. Well, we'll put a decoupler there just in case things get a little dicey. I'm not expecting it to get too bad, but if it does, we'll be able to detach it. We are adding a little bit of weight, but it should be okay. So if things get really dicey, we'll be able to detach. I'll make that last case scenario. There we go. Just in case things get really bad. Alright, Suborbital 1, let's head to the launch pad and see what you can do. Hopefully we can get to a pretty high orbit. So we'll launch. Oh, we're actually too heavy. Crap. We're a little too heavy. Shoot. Let's get rid of one of these fuel tanks then. And hopefully that'll be okay. Alright, save. Should be good now. No, shit. We're a little too heavy still. Which isn't ideal. I guess we're gonna have to get rid of another fuel tank. Alright. Hopefully that'll be good. What's our weight at now? we're good now. Alright, launch. Whew, we'll see how this does. Hopefully it'll be okay. Alright, Jeb, I think you'll be okay. You do have your own parachute, just in case things go poorly. I think everything's going to be fine. We're going to get up as high as we can. Before we do that, however, why don't we open up our service bay and take a sample with the mystery goo. Oh man, look, it's doing some crazy shit. The goo doesn't seem to be doing much right now, because I guess we're just sitting here on the launch pad. Alright, we'll keep the data. Thank you. You can close the goo bay doors. And we could also close the service bay doors as well. Fine. Jeb, how you feeling, buddy? I think Jeb's feeling pretty good. I think Jeb, deep down, he thinks this is going to be a great launch. We don't really have anything else we need to do. So, let's do our countdown. 3, 2, 1, launch! Everything seems to be going good so far. We're getting some good speed. G-force is okay. It's not fatal. We're getting lots of speed. Maybe too much speed. Kind of heating up a bit. We're already getting past cloud layer. We've reached almost 4,000, passing 4,000 meters. 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. We are quite warm at this point. We're going to detach our payload there. We'll turn a bit into a 45-degree angle. Let's see how we're doing here. We are reaching supposedly 50,000 meter apoptosis, and we're going to launch our secondary stage engine and continue along with throttling. We'll throttle approximately 50%, which actually may be enough to get us into a low-grade suborbital orbit, possibly. At least we'll get into the outer atmosphere. We'll do a longitudinal thrust here in a moment, and I think we actually might be out of liquid fuel, aren't we? Do we already run out of fuel? We have. We have no fuel left, so this is pretty much as high as we're going to get. So why don't we do a crew report while we're here, up out of the atmosphere pretty much. There's a little atmosphere left, but it's not that bad. We'll transmit our data because we can get 100% data return. We'll Oh, nice. The sound effects are nice. We will log magnometer data. Okay, we're not quite out of the atmosphere yet, but we're getting there. We'll open our service bay. We'll do a bit of mystery goo observation while we're here, up almost out of the atmosphere. The goo seems to be getting very cold now. Great. We'll keep the data. I think we've just reached orbit, so if we review the goo again, no more samples can be collected. Alright, maybe we already used that one then. Try it from this one. Observe mystery goo. And we're also clipped into a sphere. Great, because we're in space now. We'll keep the data. We'll log our magnometer data. Perfect. Oh, look at that. Look, it's going pretty far out. And we'll keep the data. The initial scans indicate a large magnetic field surrounding Kerbal. Its intensity decreases with increasing altitude. Great, we'll keep that. We need to draw our boom back in. Toggle magnometer. We need to close our service bay. And as far as the goo collection, I think we also need to toggle our goo bay doors there. We don't want to have any atmospheric drag on our way back in. Perfect, there we are. Alright, so we're in good shape for re-entry. Hopefully we'll be able to keep everything and slow down enough. We're still in orbit. We're still out of... Can we do an EVA? No, we cannot. We do not have the ability to do EVAs, but however, I think we can do a crew report. Perfect, we'll get 10 science. It seems we are very much in space right now. The sky seems to be mostly below us. That is good observation. Jeb, you could transmit your findings back to home base. Perfect. We are just past apoptosis. We're on our descent back onto the planet. It looks like we will be landing definitely in the middle of the ocean, which will be fine. We can do another goo collection in the water, which will give us even more scientific data, which is perfect. So we could get rid of our engine, which we probably should do, actually. We'll get rid of that. Did I do it? Decouple. There we are. Engine has been disengaged. We will try and orient ourselves so that our ablator is facing the atmosphere there, if we can. I think we might actually be out of electric charge, so that's not going to happen. Hopefully itself. Otherwise, we could have issues, which is something I have overlooked, not having enough electric charge. Alright, hopefully we'll be able to recover from this. Could potentially go poorly. Re-entry is at a fairly steep angle. Things could go poorly. So we'll have to see how it goes. Hopefully we'll be alright. Alright, Jeb, hope you're ready for this re-entry. I think we're going to end up going nose first. I don't think it's going to be able to orient itself the other way. We have no way to regain electric charge. So it looks like we're gonna have to hope for the best. I don't know what kind of heat this thing can take. Hopefully enough. We're still gaining speed. Lots of speed. Yeah, we're gonna go nose first because that's the most aerodynamic. There's no way our blader is gonna be going butt first, which is not good. We're kind of doing a tumble here, aren't we? If we can keep on tumbling, it might actually be alright. Unless, maybe not. I think we're kind of just facing the direction that's fallen. Yeah. Come on, keep turning. Here we are. We're starting to re-enter the atmosphere. Things could go very poorly at this point. There's no going back. There's nothing we're going to be able to do. If we do burn up, that's going to be it. Oh, shit. We are very warm right now. I don't see us taking any damage, but if this parachute burns up, that's going to be it. Oh, God. Alright. Oh, we seem to be okay. We've already gotten past the point where the heat has been a problem. We are still moving very quickly, however. We've launched our parachute. Oh, but it wasn't enough! No, Jeb! We did not have enough time to slow down, and we have crashed into the surface at too fast of a speed. Oh, rip Jeb. Jeb has died on his second mission out. Oh, jeez, that's just too bad, isn't it? What is going on with the water? It's like really glitchy. Oh well, it is what it is. Catastrophic failure. That is just that is too bad. We're gonna return to the Space Center. Oh well, we've entered way too fast. We didn't slow down enough in the atmosphere. It is what it is. We did collect some scientific data. Hopefully we can get radial decouplers, but I don't know. We came in way too fast. Way too fast. Alright, Science Center, we have 39 science points. We can do stability, which gives us the radial decouplers is what we want. We could also do another Science Junior, atmospheric nose cone, and winglets. Or we can do general rocketry, which gives us new engines, some solid rocket boosters, fuel tanks. I think it'd probably be better to go for stability. So let's research stability. Perfect. And do we have enough for this? We do. We actually have enough for general rocketry, so we'll get that as well. Alright, well, everyone is mourning the loss of Jeb, unfortunately, but, you know, what can you do? We have over 1 million funds, so we're pretty good on that front. We'll upgrade our vehicle assembly building to level 2. Mission control, let's head over to mission control and see about getting a contract so we can get some more money. Orbit Kerbal was probably one we want. Let's see. Anything else? No. We'll get Orbit the Kerbal. That'd probably be a good one to go with first off. So we'll take that. I don't think we can take another one because we don't have. We have max of 2 actually. So let's see. Test the stack decoupler. Landed at Kerbal, which I don't really want to do. We could do this at launch site. Test Spacey 05S SRB at the launch site. Alright, we'll do that. So we'll have to make sure that we grab that. Let's see what we can do. We should be alright. Alright, so our suborbital 1 was a measurable failure. So we're gonna have to start working on suborbital 2. We can do a non-guided. We can do a guided one, which would probably be a bad idea because we don't really have batteries or solar panels at this point. It would probably just be a dead probe. Fuel tanks, we can do for a re-entry vehicle. Let's do, well, probably just want to return our capsule. We probably don't want to return too much other than that. Maybe some our service bay at the bottom. That'd probably be it. So let's get in the ablator at the bottom as well. Heat shield. We have to remember to hopefully not use up all of our electricity this time. That was terrible. Rip Jeb. Rip Jeb. I've never lost Jeb so early in a game before. But it is what it is. It's just too bad. It's too bad. Nothing we can really do about it. We got our antenna on here as well, so we can transmit data. We don't need two, we just need one. Let's take that off. Just need one. There we are. Perfect. We will get this. We'll open this up. We lost all of our mystery goo data, unfortunately, because we did kill Jeb. So utility, we can get this thing back in there, which is pretty useful. And where is it? Mystery goo container. Fine. No, we don't want that there. We want these on the sides. There we go. Mystery goo. We'll get another mystery goo. Oh, we'll get the Science Junior as well, which would be great. So put that on there on the side. And let's get two of these barometers. Magnemometer. We'll get one on the surface and we'll get one in space. That'll be good, I think. And hopefully we'll return safe with these. Come on, attach on there. There we go. Attach this on there. There we are. Perfect. Well, actually, we should probably hotkey these, shouldn't we? Let's go to action groups. So opening this will be 1, I guess. Toggle. Actually, how do you do this again? It's been so long since I've done this. Stage, no. Action groups. Alright, service bay, toggle. We want it to be 1 though. Selection. Reset. Toggle. Huh. Gear, light, RCS, brakes, abort. Huh. Alright, now that. Selection. Toggle. Toggle. Action groups. Okay. Gear. What the heck? Why have they made this so complicated? It used to be an easy thing to do. Alright, stage. This. Can you use hotkeys for these? Deploy. Action groups. What the heck is going on here? Light, RCS, SAS, brake support. Alright, let's get out of this. Okay, stage. Service toggle bay. Toggle. Action groups. Alright, fine. And then this. Start ore scanner. Log magnometer. And then toggle magnometer. You know, I better not do this because I think it's gonna mess things up. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, fine. Well, we'll have to mess with that some other time. It's fine. We can do it manually. Alright, let's close that. We have everything we need in there. We have our blader at the bottom. Perfect. So let's get our where is it? Decoupler. Which is under what? Structural? Yeah. Stack decoupler. Perfect. Let's get a fuel tank here. Solid fuel tank, which will be our second stage. Engines. I don't think we have any of the smaller engines anymore. Let's see. Whatever weighs the least, I think. Probably this one. There we go. Get this on the bottom there. So this will be our second stage when we're up in orbit to give us a little more boost. We will get another decoupler on the bottom here. Perfect. And as far as engine goes, with the hammer, solid rocket booster, that'll be our second stage. And then which one did it want us to test for our contract? Stage destroyed. Superborn debris is destroyed. Yeah, I know. It was valued 100 and it wasn't too bad. Terminal velocity 200. Well, I guess it tells you all about stuff. Attempted propulsive landing but could not find a point of control. Had to pilot a probe core with SAS for propulsive landings. Alright, fine. We got some world first milestones, however. We've returned to the surface, we've recovered our first crew from a mission, performed the first 4 experiments at home. Record speed, reach space. Okay, great. We'll discard all that. Great. Where's our contracts? Here we go. Test Spacey Y. 05S SRB. 0.625. Spacey 05. It's gotta be this one, right? 065.5. Yep, it's this one. Alright, fine. We'll get 5 of these bad boys on here. Like so, I guess. Actually, let's put decouplers on here. Mini ones probably aren't going to be enough. We'll get the radial decouplers on here like this. And we'll get these on there like that. Are they straight? I think they are. Good. I don't know how high up this is going to get. I'm thinking maybe I'll get 3 to go and then another 3 to go. Let's try that actually. Alright, can I get rid of this please? What's this? Engineer's report. Our mass is over 19.3 tons. Alright, that's not good. Alright, fine. So let's get rid of these. We'll have to go down to 4, I guess. Oh shit. Is that okay now? Alright, so we're within our weight limits now. So let's get, I guess, 2 to go, and then 2 to go later. I don't know if they have enough thrust, though, is a problem. What is their thrust? Thrust, where are you? Alright. Well, we can try this and see how it works. We might be able to get in orbit. Should be okay. So we'll get these to go, and then that. And these will decouple. Perfect. And then this will go. And then we'll have that decouple, and have that go. Then that decouple, and then we'll return back. So that should be fine. That should be fine. Suborbital 2, probably not going to be able to get in orbit, but if it does, it will reach, it'll surpass its goal. We have everything I think we need, other than probably a new pilot. It has communications, yep. It has research abilities, perfect. Okay, crew, we're going to have to pick someone. Valentina is next up, I guess. So Valentina, you're going to be replacing Jeb, who tragically died last launch, unfortunately. Here we go. Let's go out to the launch pad and see what kind of work we can do. And my hourglass is empty. It must only last half hour. Does not last an hour. The hourglass. It only lasts half an hour. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, Valentina, do you want to try doing a recruit port? Let's see. Crew report. Probably not going to be able to give me any information. Alright, I'll try an EVA crew report. Maybe at this height you'll be able to do something. EVA report. Nope, she has nothing new to say. Alright, Valentina, why don't we board? So, I don't know if we've done any data observation here. Let's see what kind of data we can observe from the ground. So let's log magnetometer data. Just playing the sensor. And look, we do get 3 signs. The magnetometer is properly calibrated and records Kerbal surface level magnetic field. Perfect. We shall keep that data. And retract. Toggle magnetometer. Great. While we're here, let's also use one of our science juniors. Observe materials bay. The material shows little signs of change, though one of the samples appears to be judging you silently. Okay, well, we're going to get 15 signs just for having that. We'll keep that data on the surface. And then, what do we got over here? Is this the goo container? Mystery goo. Alright, we'll observe mystery goo, and then we'll have all of our mystery goo and science done on the surface. That'll be fine. The goo doesn't seem to be doing much right now. Fine, we'll keep the data. Perfect. And we'll do another magnetometer check when we're up in orbit. We need to close all these things, though. Toggle goo bay doors. We don't want any extra drag on the vessel. Toggle goo bay doors. Alright, fine. We are ready for liftoff. I hope, Valentina, I hope you are ready. And we're going to be going in 3, 2... Oh shit. This would have been poor. Alright, look, we've discovered an issue in our plan before launching. With 2 seconds to spare. Alright, we'll review this. So that'll be first, then that, then this, then that, then this, then that, then those. Good. 3, 2, 1... Liftoff of the suborbital 2. And we seem to be getting good speed. Solid rocket boosters are doing their jobs. Not a problem. We've gained quite a bit of speed. I don't know if throttling down is going to help, but I'll give it a good try. We are fighting against our airspeed. Lots of friction. We've lost that, and we're ready to start our stage 2 without a hitch. We seem to be doing good. We're accelerating at quite a speed right now. We'll start doing a turn if we can. Not that it really matters too much, but we will do one. Gravity turn. Shit. We seem to be having issues with controlling the vessel because we do not have any fins, of course. Our solid rocket booster is getting us to go at quite the speed. We're now fighting against the heat, I guess. Lose that stage, and it's time for our next stage, which is the liquid stage. And and it's giving us an apoptosis of 87,000, which is great. We'll start doing a horizontal burn at about pretty close to lateral trajectory there. And we'll cut the engines for now. Perfect, and we'll just let us glide to a high apoptosis. Should be perfect. We'll get our data readings, and then we'll have to head back to the surface. Should be fine. We may be able to circularize with that fuel, but I don't think we will. We'll give it a good go, just in case. Or we could try to use that fuel to slow our descent. One or the other. Alright, look. We're at a pretty good orbit here. Good trajectory. I believe we're actually in orbit now, so why don't we try logging our magnetometer data. Alright. We have to use the one on the bottom by the looks of it. So we will log magnetometer data. It's going to extend its poles, facing Kerbal this time. Initial scans indicate a large magnetic field surrounding Kerbal. Its intensity decreases with increasing altitude. Alright, so we'll keep that data. Of course, we lost that from the previous vessel because it crashed into the surface. Spontaneous deconstruction. We will toggle our magnetometer back into the vessel. And we'll try to do a quick burn if we can. I don't think we're actually going to be able to circularize, but we'll find out. Burning through our fuel reserves quite quickly. We'll stop there, and we'll see if we can conserve some of our electric charge. We'll point our vessel in the opposite direction for when we start to re-enter. And hopefully we'll have enough electric charge to keep stable. We'll retrograde burn if we can to just keep that stable for a minute. There we go. Try and slow our descent if we can. Things don't ever seem to really go to plan, so we'll see how that works. We do have a little bit of fuel that we can slow ourselves down. That should be good. Alright, so we're entered back into the atmosphere here. Do the best we can to not go crashing into the surface, but no promises. Electric charge, we're still doing pretty good. We've gotten some world milestones by the looks of it. We've broken a land distance record. Okay, great. Stage destroyed. We lost some stages because I guess they crashed back into the surface. It's fine, we knew that. We're moving quite quickly at this point. Electricity, still not an issue. We did test the thing so we can achieve that goal. We're coming back hot, back in the Kerbal, which should be alright. Should be okay. And now it's just a waiting game, I suppose. Did we already just... What happened to these? Unsafe. Okay, we don't want... I guess they're red because it's unsafe. Alright, we're going to start doing retrograde burn. Very slow retrograde burn if we can. Hopefully we won't end up burning our thrusters on the descent. But you never know. Move our single parachute to the front. We'll do a full burn, which is gone now. See if we can lose that without too much issue. Alright, and we're coming in pretty hot. So far, so good. Alright, we're moving very quick. Deploy our second stage here. Right now. Shit. 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 No, 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 no. And we have lost our second vessel. Shit. That is not good at all. Alright, crap. We will return to the vehicle Space Center. We are off to a very poor start here, aren't we? Wow. And we've crashed the game. Lovely. Let's start back up. I do apologize. I don't know why it crashed. Happens every so often, I suppose. I don't know where it's going to put us. If we lost our progress or not, I don't know how often the game autosaves. It does suck that we have crashed, though. It's going to be said. I don't know why we crashed, but crash we did. Seems re-entry has been a problem lately, hasn't it? It certainly has. Oh well, what can you do? Alright, we'll back in. KiddCo. I don't know if she's still going to be alive or not. Probably not. Probably saved after we crashed. We'll find out. Alright, head back in. So I seem to remember the atmosphere being a lot thicker at the bottom and slowing you down before. The game doesn't seem to work like that anymore, does it? Alright. Load in our suborbital 2. And crew. Yeah, she's gone. Alright, we've lost her. We'll have to go to the astronaut complex and pick out a new pilot. Maxby, he looks like he is... Who's the stupidest? We need someone really stupid, don't we? Pilot. Well, courageousness is, you know, the closest to being stupid, I suppose. But, Maxby, welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. Nigel, that is not the person I picked. Oh well, that's fine. So what happened that we seem to have such an issue re-entering? Is it because we didn't have proper retrograde thrust, or what? I'm not exactly sure. Maybe we should save that engine for a retrograde thrust and try it again. I don't know. It kind of sucks that we lost the vessel once again, though. It really sucks. Alright, we'll try and launch again. We can't use suborbital 2. I guess we can, it is the same exact ship. Maybe we just had issues with re-entry. Aerodynamics. We do have winglets. Basic fins. I don't think we can attach them not to. How much weight do we have left? Mass. We do have a decent amount of mass left, though. We use basic fins on the re-entry vehicle. Kind of. I don't know if that's going to help or not. I don't think it's going to help. We're moving at quite a speed. How are we going to make it so that we don't move that speed anymore? We could scale these down to fit to the right size. Maybe that'll help with aerodynamics, I don't know. We could try it and retrograde burn to see if that helps. I don't think it's going to. I'm tempted though. Alright, let's see if it works. I don't think it will, but we'll give it a good shot. We did lose Jeb, and we lost Kerbina? I don't know what her name was. We have not had a very successful beginning to our program. I think the citizens of Kerbin have been looking at our program with a bated breath, thinking, holy crap, they're sending another rocket. They just lost two astronauts on the first 2 attempts. Things must not be going very good for them. And of course they're not. But again, let's log our magnetometer data at the surface. Let's get our goo logged at the surface. And let's get our materials bay logged at the surface as well. So keep that, keep that, keep that. At this point, we probably should just recover and claim our data instead of going all the way into space with this stuff and not being able to use it. So perhaps we shall. Let's just head back and recover, and then we'll get the science for those, and we won't have to worry about coming back or crashing or not. At least we'll have the science. We'll see what we can upgrade as well. We should be able to have something to upgrade. That's a pretty good amount of science I think we got. Yeah, 29 science, so. And Majel did not get any XP upgrade, which is expected, so that's fine. We could use like the Terrier liquid engine and put that at the bottom. It has less thrust, but it might be better. Survivability is kind of the issue here. We seem to have issues with everyone dying. Universal storage, launch stability enhancer. So we need to think, what would be the best thing to go for next? We need re-entry ability. Aviation might be a good idea to have wings, maybe to build a re-entry thing where we come back in and glide in. I kind of like that idea. Flight control is another good one. Winglets could help with gliding back in at a shallow angle so that we don't get so much speed. Science is good because obviously if we have science we can get more research points back to unlock more things. But I think aviation or flight control is probably going to be the thing that we want to go with. Just so that we can re-enter and be able to survive, you know? It's kind of important. So, what do we get? We get some jet engines, fuselage, we get cockpits, structural wings, anything, the tail fin. That's not controllable though, is it? Modular fuel tank. Oh yeah, I forgot we have the fuel wing mod, so wings can hold fuel in them, which is good. Lifting surface. I don't know. Might not be such a good idea. I think maybe we better be off with flight control, because I know these at least can be controlled to kind of control the aircraft. So let's do that. Except we don't have enough. It costs 45 science. Crap, I overlooked the fact that we don't have enough science to get any of this stuff. Oh well. Alright, let's try it again. We're going to try and send... What's this guy's name? Gib or something like that? Mijel. Mildrel. Whatever. It might be better to not lose Kerbals and just use the guidance nose cone. Maybe we should. Alright, let's send the automated probe this time. We have been having such issues as, well, people dying, so... Maybe a good idea. I'm gonna sneeze. Instead of losing a number Kerbin, at least we'll have the opportunity of bringing these guys back home, or the stuff back safe. Or if he dies, then on the plus side, we won't lose another Kerbal. Oh jeez. And we need to have parachutes to bring them back in safely. Our stuff back in safely, so we'll make sure we have parachutes, and we'll have backups, I guess, too, just in case. I'm not sure where to put it. I guess we could put it over the controls. That thing, I guess it doesn't matter. And are we good with weight and everything still? Mass? Yeah, we're way less than we did before, so that's good. Suborbital 2, I hope you're ready. I hope you're in good shape here. I think we got everything. I mean, we don't have an antenna. I don't know if we need one. We can put one on anyway, just in case, I suppose. Our Communitron, right on the top here. Right on the top. It's a little off center. Let's see if we can get it closer to the top. I need to get this thing perfect, right? Oh shit. Come on. Right here? Shit. Here? No. Nope. That's pretty close. That should be close enough. Alright. We shall launch. This shall be our unmanned probe. To hopefully get fairly close to orbit. We're going to actually try and retro burn, though, on our last stage. So hopefully it doesn't end up exploding into the ocean as our previous ones have. Because that would be a big old bummer. Alright, here we go. Get this there. We should probably get it. I mean, a drogue would be good. So there's a launch. We don't want those to go off at the same time, so get those up there. So launch, decouple, launch, decouple, launch, decouple. We'll get a reserve parachute. So these will be drogues, right? So where are they? So right here. So you will deploy at 3,000 meters. Okay. This one and this one. Alright, good. And you will also deploy at 3,000 meters, and hopefully that'll be enough to start slowing them down. And then these will deploy at 1,000 meters. Great. Okay, perfect. We are ready for launch, I believe. We are using electric charge on the launch pad, which is not ideal. So let's get ready to go. 3. Well, let's down throttle, because I think these things might last longer if you down throttle. I'm not sure. 3, 2, 1, launch! Liftoff of suborbital 2. The second time. Unmanned. We should have named the drone or something, but that's okay. Gaining massive speed, which is fine. Using our solid rocket boosters. They are almost burnt out. And we're getting ready to activate stage 2. Stage 2 is a launch. Continuing to burn. Shit. we are starting to roll, which is not good. We're gonna lose that stage, so that hopefully it breaks off. Oh, shit. Things have gone very poorly, but we're continuing to go. We'll let that thing do what it's gotta do. We're entering like a death roll here, aren't we? Hopefully it burns out. There we go. We'll try and recover. Electric charge is good. We are nearing apoptosis at only 20,000 meters, which is not ideal. At this speed, I think we should open our service bay, start logging this crap, which we can't do it there. We could log this. Observe materials bay. Just get some data. You can observe the mystery goo. Keep data. Perfect. Keep data. Perfect. Toggle materials bay bore. Toggle the that because we don't want any drag. And toggle the goo bay doors. Perfect. We'll try to orient ourselves. So we're going retrograde here. And then we're going to start our burn here so that we're not moving so quick. If we can. Alright, perfect. Electric charge is fine. Start our next stage. Burning very slowly. Actually, we'll wait. I don't know what mod adds it in, but you can see there's kind of like a cityscape, which is pretty cool. And we're very slowly and gingerly going to head back, and I'll start my burn. I'm going to get a little bit closer, I think. Alright. Start just doing a very slight burn here. Should be fine. Still pretty far off. Alright, we need to do a little more intense burn. Alright. Slowing down. We could launch our chutes, but we'll wait. We're still going pretty quick. The rocket seems to be doing a pretty good job at retro thrust. We'll decrease our thrust so that we're still moving a bit. We want to be able to move in pretty quick. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. We're doing a good job. So far, so good. So far, so good. No shit. I think our thrusters have landed over there, which is fine. Alright. Alright. So far, so good. So far, so good. Alright, we're gonna lose our engine. Activate our chutes. There we go. I don't know why we lost all of our chutes, but why did only one chute deploy? I'm not sure why. That's fine. We seem to have lost all of our chutes. We're not going to worry about it. We can deploy this one. Cannot deploy while stowed. What does that even mean? Deploy this one? What does that mean? While stowed. Deploy chute? Huh. I don't know why those aren't deploying, but that's fine. We should be moving slow enough to recover this. We'll get some data, and hopefully we can start building... I mean, if we can get an SSO going, that'd be pretty cool. That may be the next step towards building our space program, is going with an SSO. I think it might be. So we'll just slowly wait for this thing to touch down. We've got about 170, 160 meters left till we touch down in the water. We'll be able to reclaim our probe. We should get some world firsts, I hope, as well as some science back, which should be enough to get us some winglets and things, which would be good to get us to get a plane going, which should be good. Now, before we get to orbit, it wouldn't hurt actually to start doing scouting of Kerbal itself, looking for resources, because there is resources to be drilled and things in this. There we are. Perfect. Nice safe touchdown. Cover our vessel. Head back to Space Center and see what kind of stuff we got. Alright. Oh wow, we've got 94 science. Perfect. That's enough to get, I think, 2 more things. Great. Got lots of money still. We're with more than we started with. Perfect. We'll head to the Science Center and think about getting... let's see. I would like to start getting a probe in space so that we could start doing orbital surveys with ScanSat. We do have the altimetry sensor there that we can unlock. But I think aviation is the next step that we want to go. So that we could start exploring Kerbal, exploring the biomes, getting out and getting more scientific data that way. I would like to do that. So let's research that. Perfect. And let's see. We have 49 left, which means we can unlock one more thing. So it may be worthwhile to unlock. Probably don't need this actually. Radio control panel. Sometimes you're just in a good place but controlling electronics at your vehicle. Radially attached probe core to the rescue. I see, okay. Stack decouplers, we got containers, mounts. This is all kind of general construction type stuff. Advanced rocketry gives us more engines and things that we don't particularly need. Flight control, don't particularly need that either. Basic science would probably be a good one actually, so let's get basic science. So then we can decide if we want to go for probes, if we want to go for exploring modules. It's entirely up to us. So let's see. Let me see if my hold on. Still here. Let me see if she left because we were getting food. I'll be right back. Sorry for the wait. We're back. Oh shit! Just hit my knee on that. We're good to go for a little bit more. So I think we're gonna start trying to build some basic planes, so we get around Kerbal, do some missions that way. That'd be pretty cool, I think. So we're gonna head on over to the space plane hangar. Yeah, space plane hangar. Perfect. That'd be good. All right, which is a little tiny thing, which is fine. So we have the MK1 cockpit, which is probably a good thing for a plane, I imagine. So we'll get the MK1 cockpit, use POC kit, whatever it is. We need to get some liquid fuel. This isn't going to be going in space at all. So let's see, what's the difference between these? Oh shit, is that one bigger? No, they look exactly the same. No, that's actually smaller. Okay, so we'll get the MK1 liquid fuel fuselage. I should get 2 of those. Don't need to make this thing go too far. A fuel-filled bottom cap for external fuel tanks. Probably don't want to put that on the rear end. We'll get engines. So we're gonna want like a jet engine, so we can go with like things like this. We can go with the prop engines. Let's see. What do these even take? Do these take jet fuel? They do take liquid fuel and intake air as well. I don't think they have lots of thrust though, do they? 3052. What is this? And this is 400. Okay. Structural, I don't think we really need to worry about structural at all on our jet. We do need to worry about wings, however. So tail fin. Right, what do we got for as far as wings? We got those. Got this. Swept wings. That'd probably be good for this. So we need to make sure that we're looking at our weight and lift variant here. So let's get a engine on this. I guess we could just use the basic. Oh shit, that's really small actually. Why are these engines so small? We can use these things. Radial engine. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to do something a little different here, which is fine. We'll get one of these wings. We'll get 2 of these wings. Right there like that. Actually, should I have like a thicker one? It's not really what I want, but this might work. No, we'll get the smaller one. Just this one, sorry. We'll get this one on there, and we want to get some more fuel tanks, I suppose. Where are they? Fuel tanks. We can get the smaller ones this time, I suppose. And we'll get these in here. And then engines. We could get these jet engines on here like this. I mean, I don't know. I was thinking more about the props, actually. What's the difference between these? Radial engines. That one's... No, it's big. Okay, obviously. This is the smaller one. Alright, so we do need to get the bigger tanks on there if we want to do that. Which is fine. So this right here. Look at this. Alright. Let's get it a little more even. There we go. And we'll get our... What's thrust here? Stationary thrust 52, 25. I think this one does a little bit more. So we got this. Perfect. And we'll get a tail on there, I suppose, as well. Tail connector. Alright, that's not looking bad. And then fuel tanks, we'll get another one on there. and then a tail. Perfect. Alright, so that's so far so good. And then we need to get some swept wings on here as well, I think. If this is gonna work, I don't know. Let's see. Do we have any slightly easier wings? Winglets. I guess for the tail. Works, I guess. And then we do have a tail fin here. This might work. I don't know if it's gonna have enough lift is the thing. Tail wing is much bigger than these ones. Maybe we should just use tail wings. Tail fins for the back here. Do they have control surfaces? Control surface portion 100%. I guess it does use control. Alright, that's fine. Alright, that looks pretty good. Looks pretty cool, right? I think it does. I don't know about the section here. These things are kind of small wings, but should be alright. I mean, I could do this and something like that. I mean, that might be a little better. Come on. Something like that, maybe? Though the lift surface is way too far ahead compared to the mass. This would have to be moved back. So it doesn't really matter, does it? This would have to be like way up there for it to even work. So I have to think about this a little differently. That's not going to work, is it? That works. Let's get rid of these and put smaller control surfaces in the back then. This basic fin might work better. Even that is a lot. Tail fin, swept wings. I mean, we could put swept wings back here. That might help a bit. Actually, no, we don't want that. We need less wings in the back, don't we? Let's do something funky like this. Is that funky fresh? It's looking pretty funky fresh, isn't it? It does give you more wing surface. Alright, we'll try that. Winglet. Put these in the back here again. And then need to have another one. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. You'd only want one though. Move this up a little bit. So it's even. Good enough. And once again, our mass is higher than our center of lift, which is not good at all. So we're going to have to try and fix that. I don't know if this is going to help or not. Oh, shit. Let's see. No. It'd have to be up really high like that. I mean, I guess that's okay. Even that's kind of like pushing it, isn't it? We need to have a little bit more lift in the front here. I guess we could put something small, like a winglet up front, or just maybe like a basic fin up front like that. Just to give it a little bit more lift. We need more than that, though. Right, do we have anything a little bit bigger, maybe? Probably don't want to put tail wings up here. That'd be too much. Elevon, maybe? Oh yeah, look at that. That'll help a lot. That'll give us more control as well. Perfect. We'll do that then. It's nice and I want to get in a good spot. All right, and then we also probably should get the basic fins up here, and that'll be pretty close, but not perfect. It won't be perfect, but it'll do. We also need to get landing wings, so or landing gears. Is this the best we have? I think it is. That's not good. Alright, so we'll put a steerable one there. And I guess we got the fixed ones back here. Does that work? Up a little bit more, maybe. I think that the wings are going to be hitting the ground before the wheels do. So that's not ideal. Yeah. Definitely think the wings would hit first. So we got to move these up more. And that works. Center of mass needs to be fixed. My wife's calling me. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. Hello? Yep. I don't know. There was a fire over on Center Street, so they're probably talking about it. Alright, bye. Okay. I had an idea while I was on the phone with my wife. What if I take this off like that and put another fuel tank? Because that'll add more weight to the back. What about another one? They're just adding the shitload of weight, though. It kind of like hurts it, doesn't it? Alright, that's too much. And these would have to go back. I guess I'd have to go from this side. I don't know. Is that going to be able to land safely? The wheels are not at a very safe margin. Alright, I'll have to try to... that, maybe? Even that. I don't know. It's going to be hard to land. It's so long. I can't do that. Can't make it that long. It'd be too difficult. Then again, we're still having issues with the weight distribution. It might work, though. It might. I just don't feel very good about it. There's too much lift in the back is the issue. What about putting these things like around here? Does it help at all? Not really. This doesn't really do too much. So put 4. That kind of looks just odd though, doesn't it? It does look odd. I don't really like it. Yeah, it's odd. I don't like it. Hey, I'm not gonna do that. If we had better wing selection, it'd be a little bit easier, but we don't. Though I can use... I could scale them up a little bit. It's kind of a lot, though. So now they just kind of like clip. Yeah, that's kind of cool looking. That's like perfect, too. Let's see. We'll probably deal with that. Alright, let's call this the Airliner Alpha. Alpha. Perfect. Airliner Alpha. We'll give a space there. Maybe 2. Alright, let's see how Airliner Alpha can handle. We don't actually have any intakes, so hopefully the intakes on these are just going to be enough. Alright, let's launch. Craft is too large. Shit. For runway. Let's see if we can go out to the runway and make it bigger, I guess. Oh shit, the game crashed again. Why does this keep happening? We need to fix these crash issues. Dum 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 dum. We can go to the command center and pick maybe a contract. It's a little better. Something that gives us a destination on Kerbal, maybe? We could also fly around, and I think there's sensors that we could put on the bottom of our aircraft and at least do some scans of the surface. That wouldn't hurt. Alright. Start game. Don't crash on me this time, please. It's probably a mod doing it. They don't normally have crashes with the stock game. And there's things I could remove. It probably wouldn't have too much of an effect. Alright, so we want to upgrade this, right? Good, right click on it. Upgrade doesn't cost much, that's fine. Not a problem. So hopefully we can launch our craft. Hopefully it's not too big now. So load up. Airliner Alpha. It's only 27 parts. It's not that big. Can we launch? We can. Perfect. Airliner Alpha. It is your job to be awesome. I didn't think to go to the command center. Oh well, it's a test flight. We'll see how it works. Alright, here we are. You ready, Bill? Freaking Bill, you shouldn't be in there. He has a nice view. Could do an EVA takeoff, but I don't want to do that actually. Alright, Bill, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Start. Oh shit. Shit. Abort! I guess they were hitting the ground. Brakes? Brakes? Okay, well that went poorly. Recover the vessel. You could try doing it with jet engines, I suppose, but I kind of wanted to use the prop engines. I guess they were hitting the runway, the prop blades. I didn't think about that. Shit. Alright, fine. Ton. Focused observational study. We need to test our newly acquired blizzards. Go to the designated test site for observational reports. Okay, I could take that. And we do that one as well. We need to get in orbit actually, so let's not worry about that too much. Alright, we're gonna have to refine our design a little bit. We have made bad decisions. Yeah, I guess the blades would hit, wouldn't they? Shit. Alright, so how are we gonna go about this then? We also didn't put our science stuff on here. Orbital telescope. Okay. We put the altimetry sensor on here, I think. Let's see if we have to make sure it doesn't affect the weight to ratio and stuff, though. Put it right on the bottom there. And then anything else worth a while? Communitron would probably be a good idea. And put the thermostat on there. Won't hurt. Do we have anything else? Inhibitor? Not really. Alright, that's fine. What is this? Radiator panel. Dissipate heat in space. Okay. Radio mount camera, that's pretty cool. We don't really need it though. We have to figure out a way to extend our landing gear a little further down. I think we'll be okay to do that. I think maybe we'll just use some of this structural things. Like this, and just turn it like that, and then put this down. Get out of here. I'm making it difficult. Yeah, I don't know if that'd work or not. It's pretty close, but might be alright. That can stay as it is down there. Alright, let's give it a go. It might not be high enough, but it might be. We'll find out. Spaceplane here cannot support vessels over 30 parts. You shit me? We have 31 parts. Alright, look, we'll get rid of the thermometer. Fine. Save and launch. We'll have to make sure we upgrade whatever it is that we have to upgrade as well. Alright. We'll give it a go. Shit! Shit! Abort! That did not work either. Or maybe it was hitting these. Maybe it was hitting those. Alright, we'll have to try that again. We'll try it again. Also, we didn't think about what happens if the vessel does not work. Possibly a way to detach and parachute down might be a good idea. But we can't add that many parts, so... yeah, I definitely think it's hitting these. Which sucks. Alright, we have to try and figure this out then. Maybe we can put like a winglet somewhere around here in the back? No. That's gonna work. It's just gonna get hit too. Maybe they won't. No, those shouldn't get hit. Alright, let's try it. Let's see how it goes. Not feeling good about it, but we could give it a go. Alright, we're gonna get ready to hit X right away, in case things go poor again. Oh, yep. Okay. Definitely hitting the ground. So that's the problem. Right in the ground, okay. Need to raise it up a bit more. Dang. I have an idea. Alright. We'll figure it out. Can we upgrade this? Is it going to cost too much? It's not that bad, actually. We could upgrade it. Alright, let's upgrade it. How about this? We could upgrade that again. Then it'll be unlimited. Let's do it. Yeah, alright. We're not going to upgrade that again. That's going to be too much. But we upgraded the runway, so the runway can now take unlimited weight, which helps. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we've made this box kind of like stick out a bit like that, right? And I'll stick the wheel out right like this. I'll make sure that the wheel is level. There we go. Except it is a little bit cockeyed. Perfect. And we'll make sure that we make use of that new thing that we have, and we'll put an intake on it. Should be aerodynamics, I think. There we go. See that? Perfect. Alright. Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. And that should hopefully be high enough now. We'll save and launch. Should be good. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Bow. Bow, bow. Alright, here we go. Alright, look like we're good. Here we are, we're taking off in our weirdly designed machine. Bill, Godspeed. I don't know if we're gonna be able to take off. It might be too heavy. In that case, then you're a goner. Good luck, Bill. Good luck, Bill. Get enough speed. Taking off. We've done it. We managed to take off. Good job, Bill. Holy shit. We've done it. All we're gonna have to do is land safely, which could be an issue. Alright. We're gonna end up nosediving if I don't control this thing automatically. It's gonna be alright. Alright, cool. Where do we need to go for this contract? Take a crew report and flight above 16,700 meters. Alright, let's climb a bit before we worry about that. Maybe it'll tell me on the map where I need to go. It does, okay, great. So I think we need to head this way? Maybe? We don't have a whole lot of maneuverability, but we do have maneuverability. And we have enough fuel that we probably never have to worry about running out of fuel. The only issue is going to be if we run out of fuel at a point where we're uneven. That could be an issue. Cross our fingers, cross our toes, and hopefully everything will be okay. We're making a turn to go back inland. Maybe a better idea to make a smaller craft. I mean, this is kind of like a long-range craft, but maybe have like a short-range craft would be a better idea. See if we can come in and land. Shit. Alright, Bill, if you could land, that would be amazing. Yeah, Bill, do you want to take like a crew report while you're like right here? Report. Transmit that bad boy. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Nice and slow, nice and slow. 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 Brakes. I think we've safely managed to land, which is always a plus. We're slowing down. Looks like we're fine. I think we've made it. Perfect. Seems to have worked very well. Nice. Reach a fairly safe place stop. Right, great. Now can you do a crew report? This is our space center. We're home. Alright, transmit that too. And then do an EVA. Where are you? It's right there. Do an EVA report here too. Keep that data. And then get back in. Now transmit that as well. Restore data. Transmit that too. Perfect. Not enough electric charge. Alright, we'll recover our vessel then. Perfect. We've done well. We'll build a tiny little thing now. Fucking game crashed again. Gotta be shitting me. Why does that keep happening? I'll have to check the crash logs, see if they're even getting crash logs. This is what it is, I suppose. Alright, so build like a fast, short-range vessel for getting to that place over that we need to get to. It should be okay to do that. I have an idea for a small little vessel. Should be good. Come on. Slightly difficult without having all the parts that I want, but that's okay. Alright, back in. Takes a while to load up all the mods. Funds are getting slightly low. I mean, not really. I think it's got like 800,000 or something like that. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Let's make our MK1 cockpit again. Engines. Alright, it's good for low altitude, it says. Fuel tanks. Get this. And get this. Alright, and then we'll put the engine on the back. It's very small, isn't it? Can we size it up? Alright, there we go. I don't know how well that's going to perform. Alright, great. And then we'll give it some engine. We'll give it some wings, of course. We don't have an intake for this. It's kind of an issue, isn't it? Alright, instead of that, let's do this. Let's make, where is it? Fuel tanks. Where's the small one? That's the big one. Alright, we'll get 4 of these. That's not matched up. Make sure they're even. You don't want any weight distribution to be off. Snap on. There we are. Perfect. Now we'll get our intakes. Small circular intake is fine. There and right there. And then we'll get our jet engine on the back, which is right here. Alright. Perfect. Get a tail on the back. I don't know if this is going to heat up and be a problem or not. It might. Just have to be careful. There we are. We don't need wings, of course. We should also need to see our mass and stuff. Thrust, whatnot. We have 2 wings, of course. Alright. Put this up there because we're going to have to put tail wings on there. Tail fin, I guess. see, this is going to be an issue. There's going to be way too much lift in the back here. Actually, can I increase the size of these? Alright, they get pretty big. That's fine. Looks pretty cool, though. No, don't put that there. Alright. I don't like this gap here, though. It's kind of the issue for me. Alright, let's size them back down again. If I put one on each engine. Like a biplane type thing. As cool as it looks. Again, there's too much lift in the back here. Could we put another engine up front, maybe? Take this off, put this on. That'd be enough, you think? All the lift is still in the back. Why do these things have so much lift? How is all of our lift right here? Seriously, does this thing provide lift? No, it doesn't. These things not provide lift? Swept wings. Relative wing area, 1.35. They don't provide that much. For as big as they are, they don't really provide that much. Alright, how about if we do something like this? Oops. Take our tail fins and put them up here. Since they seem to have so much freaking lift. I'll make them big. Looks pretty cool. Still, they don't have enough mass towards the front. Ah! We need to get more mass in the front. So let's put a decoupler here. Like that. And we'll also put a parachute on here in case things get out of hand where we need to leave quickly, which is entirely possible. We'll have that ability to recover safely, hopefully. I think they also weigh a decent amount. Alright. In case shit does hit the fan, we can eject if we need to. Once again, our lift is way too much to the back, which is really an issue, isn't it? Alright, can we get more wings up to the front here? Is that going to help? It helps a little bit, but not much. Jeez. Winglets, maybe. Put wings on top of wings? No. Not a very good idea anyway. If we do like a X-Wing type thing. Jeez. It just looks weird, doesn't it? We're also blocking our intakes. I don't know, maybe it'll work. We can give it a go. Just see how things work. Not feeling good about it though. Alright, let's give it a try. Bill doesn't feel very good about it, I don't think. I don't blame him. Alright, and a steerable thing up front. Really does need to go up here, though. Alright. I mean, not feeling good about it. Let's call it the short range spooker. Alright. Let's see how that goes. And if shit does hit the fan, we'll be able to decouple and get the hell out of there. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, honestly. Anything could happen at this point. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright. Here we are in the short-range spooker. We got Bill at the helm. We got jet engines on the side. These intakes are blocking our intakes, which is, or these wings are blocking our intakes, which is not ideal. Let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1, launch. Alright. We're accelerating fairly quickly. Oh, and we already seem to have, something has happened. Something not good has happened. Seem to be, tilted. Things have gone very poorly, it seems. Bob has survived, so at least we have a survivor. Shit. Let's try again. Do I have something off-center, perhaps? Something happened. We'll have to figure out what happened. Were we off center with our wheels? I don't know why we took such a hard turn to the right like that. Wheels seem alright. I don't see anything that would cause that issue to happen. Yeah, I don't know. That was odd. Huh. I'm kind of nervous now. I think we should really fix this thing proper. We need to get the weight and the center of mass in the right spot. No. At least we don't need them facing down. It doesn't look pretty, but let's see how it works. Just launch it. This could go poorly. This could go very poorly. Well, we'll find out, I guess, won't we? Alright, short range spooker. Let's see you do your work. Alright, Bob. Hope you've taken your poop today, because things can get shitty. Things might get very shitty. No! Why has this happened again? Why does it keep on taking shit? You've just barely made it out of that one. I don't know why it keeps on taking that turn like that. Should not. I'll have to try something else. I don't know if these engines are spooling up at different points or what. Do we get signs for that? I don't think so. His reputation seems to be going up every time he survives a crash, though, so at least there's that. Bob is not a pilot. Alright. I feel like that might be the problem. What if we just do 2 more wheels here? I don't know how that's gonna go. Give it a shot. This might go poorly for Bob. This might go very poorly for Bob. I guess we'll find out. Shit, I don't know why I just jumped like that. Alright, Bob. Good luck. Godspeed. Shit. Oh boy. It is very maneuverable. Once again, we had that issue though. Airliner Alpha is still over there. Flow. It does seem to be slightly unmaneuverable. It's all over the place. What is causing that issue with drag that it's all over the place? Shit. Slow down, Bob. You're moving too quick. You're gonna break apart. Too much of an airstream. Really lack the ability to turn because they did not put a tail rudder on, which is kind of an issue. It's an issue, Bob. I hope you realize what has happened. We're gonna have to do a flip. Like this. It's the only way. And then roll. Oh shit. Oh shit! It is very rollability. It has very keen rollability. So I guess we could fly like that actually. Holy shit. Barely even tapping it. It's not good. To level out, Bill. Bob, whatever your name is. We need to come in for a landing. Slow down. This is not very safe, Bob. I'm sure Bob knows. He's probably shitting himself right now, to be honest. Don't shit yourself just yet, Bob. I'll do everything I can to save you, alright? I promise. I don't want you to die a fiery death. It might come to that. You just need to be prepared. Shit. Just prepare to die in a fiery death, okay? Like I said, I'll try not to kill you. I think we're coming in way too hot, Bob. Way too hot. It's too much heat. Too much heat, Bob. Alright, Bob, you know what? This is what needs to happen. This is the only way for you to live, Bob. Hope you appreciate this. We've sacrificed all the money and hard work we put into that thing to save your life with our parachutes. Don't look, Bob. Don't look, Bob. Alright. Very carefully come back down to the surface, and we'll have to replan our plan. It'd be nice if we had an inline cockpit and not the pointy nose one. Then we can get like one prop engine. It'd be a little easier, I think. The wings that we have to work with aren't the best either. Guess it is what it is, though. Alright, we're doing okay. Landing very slowly. That should be fine for us to get out and be safe. I think we'll be alright. Alright, Bob. Freaking lived through another one. Bob is like the luckiest Kerbin. Oh, God, we've crashed again. Alright, I cannot take this. I'm gonna have to stop and fix this crash issue. Sorry, I hope you guys had a fun time watching. I'll be back with some more. Catch you later. Bye-bye.